cause that is so near and dear to all of us. I mean, there's not anyone that hasn't been touched and affected by what's going on with this disease. So to come down here, be a part of it. You guys know that, I have a lot of roots in this state, especially in central and southern Illinois with my family. So to come down and be a part of this event and have some fun and for a great cause and raise a lot of money, it worked out great that I was able to be here, and I'm excited and looking forward to a great night.
What do you think of when you get down to central Illinois, this part of the state again?
Oh, it's awesome for me. I mean, I grew up so many memories. My dad's from Benton down south. Both my parents went to Illinois State, so the Bloomington Normal area, just growing up as a kid. So many summers coming back, hanging out. A huge, obviously, growing up in the state of Illinois and coming back to this area. It's the last 3 or 4 times I've come to this area, I've gotten my ass kicked. So it's a little bit more fun now to not have to just be in front of you guys after getting my butt kicked by Brad and his team. So it's just a great, and the event, I've heard so many great things, a lot of fun and great cause, raise a lot of money. So it's fun to be here.
You and Brad are two of the most tenured coaches, obviously a rivalry between the schools. What has this relationship been like between you two and the competitiveness on the court?
Yeah, I mean, you guys both know we're ultimate competitors. I've talked about it a bunch. For us building our program, I have so much respect for what Illinois has done, what he's done, the championships he's won. I mean, I would love for us to be to a point where it's a game that everyone looks forward to. We're getting better. We've had some success at home. We've gotten lucky a few times, but Brad and I have been friends. I've known him for a long time. I'm a basketball guy, so you kind of in the course of the years you get to know guys, and so much respect what he's done and what the coach he is, and getting to know him and being in the league. I think the one thing that's great about the Big Ten, and Dana's finding this out, like, we compete like crazy, but we got basketball people in this league that really respect the job and respect what coaching is, and I've enjoyed that so much, just the respect and the camaraderie that we've built in the league amongst coaches away from the competition.
If Dana can tell us about Brad as a basketball player, can you tell us about him as a golfer?
Brad's a good golfer. I wasn't in his group today. I think he was ducking me, but I heard about the score. I've known about it, so I got to keep working, man. I got to get. Nowadays, though, the golf game suffers with portal madness. So hopefully, as we can all take a little deep breath as we get deeper into the spring, but maybe next time I'll get in his group so I can get in his head a little bit.
How have you found your stride or your niche in the transfer portal era, Chris? Obviously, with how much money's being thrown out there, like what have you found is successful for Northwestern?
Well, I think everyone kind of has to find kind of their model. For us, we're still going to try to stay true to the culture of retaining. We've been fortunate the last couple of years. I think it's a big part of our success to have a lot of guys stick around and kind of that have been a part of winning. We've had a couple of good years in a row, 3 winning seasons and going to some tournaments. And I think that's the model for us. I mean, especially the academic component of Northwestern, it's going to be hard to have, like, I so respect these guys that have to bring in 10, 11, 12 new players and try to build a team every year. I mean, I still want to be a team that builds through high school, develops, and then uses the portal to kind of sprinkle in. Okay, hey, do you need a guard? Do you need a big guy? You need a shooter? And that's been our model so far. I mean, we'll see how this thing continues to evolve. It's getting crazier every year. But that, for us, is going to be, I think, our pathway to success going forward.
Everyone's still waiting on the settlement. How do you think, as you project forward, Rev Shear's impact on the game and also for you guys specifically, Northwestern?
Well, I hope the waters can calm a little bit. I think we're seeing now it's just at a point where we're all just trying to navigate, and it's changing every day. And I think all of us, we love the fact that these players can make money, and that's long overdue. It's just, how can we create some guardrails? How can we create some parity where it's a somewhat level playing field with what everybody's working with, and it's done in the right way, and where these guys can still make a lot of money playing basketball. I think we all strive for that. I think right now it's a little bit of the Wild Wild West. You're seeing it football, basketball, all the sports really, and you're just kind of holding on for dear life. That's the daily, you're waiting on that call every day. It's almost the daily fire that you got to put out, or what's next and how are we putting our roster. And I just hope over the next couple years, as we live with this settlement settlement and as we figure things out, we can kind of get to a point where, okay, this is a good system. It's going to really benefit the student athletes, and it's going to give the schools an opportunity and the coaches to build a program, because it's really hard right now with what's going on.
Thanks, Chris.
Awesome.